going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, AwakenToast here, and today, this is the first time I've ever sat down a camera and just talked to you guys. It feels like it's been a really long time since I've ever had just that one-on-one. And that's what I really wanted to do today, is I just wanted to create a video where I just talk to you guys. Because a lot of the time, you know, I've been doing so much like Call of Duty content way leading up for 8 years, and then I went into the whole VR field and started doing that like almost daily, and now that's just kind of become my life. And I feel like for the most part, especially for the last 3 years, I haven't had a chance to really just sit down and talk with all y'all, you know? Like, it's been a really long minute, and I just kind of want you guys to meet me. You know, meet Brandon, or also known as Toast, whatever you want to refer to me as. But I used to be in front of the camera so much, and it's almost weird now to like be sitting and talking to it like I used to when I used to live stream. Like, I've never properly just sat up a camera and talked to it. Like, I've always talked like some type of audience, whether it be like a live audience or whatever else, with like a webcam. But this is like the first time I've actually set up a camera on like this Gorilla Pod thing. Like, I don't even know what this thing looks like. I wish you guys could see it, but this thing looks like it's from the freaking future. It doesn't make any sense, but it's a pretty legit little thing. And what I wanted to actually attempt to do is, coming up, I'm actually going to be heading out to Salt Lake City. There's going to be a VR event out there where there's going to be a ton of VR YouTubers that I cannot wait to meet. I think it's going to be a really great experience just to meet other people in the VR field. And I felt like, especially for the last however many years, I haven't really branched out and met a lot of people. You know, like, as much as I love the VR community and as much as I'm like active within the VR community, something that I definitely haven't been doing is reaching out to more people. And I don't know if other like YouTubers can relate to this. Like, if any of you guys are out there that are watching this video and you stumble across this, like, let me know if you have the same feeling. But just sometimes it feels a little hard to reach out to other YouTubers, because the last thing that I ever want to feel like is I'm leeching off of someone else's success and like I'm collabing with them, like for their audience and for their numbers. Like, I never want it to feel that way. And that's like one of the things that have really held me back from personally just even doing collabs in general, because it's always been something that's crossed my mind of like, I hope it doesn't come off the wrong way. Like, I want to be real. I want to be genuine. I want to, you know, hang out with these people and not make it feel like it's just for business, you know? And I feel like a lot of people, especially at this point, might misconstrue that idea, especially if you're watching this from the outside as a viewer. You know, I feel like it's harder to really grasp like that internal thought that a lot of us have. But if any of you guys out there that are watching this video have that same feeling about reaching out to other YouTubers, like, let me know, so I'm not like the only insane one. Hopefully I'm just not like a freaking psycho. But it's just something that I've always struggled with, that I eventually want to work on, and I want to be better, and I want to reach out to more people and hang out with them, because honestly the VR community it's awesome. Like, I'm sure a lot of you guys are very familiar with just how kind and genuine and just incredible the VR community is. It just continuously keeps creating, and I love it. Like, this is something that I haven't felt with YouTube in so long. Like, I did Call of Duty for about 8 to 9 years, and to have a community that is just so welcoming and so happy and so energetic, like, all the time, and just constantly creating new things, it's been a pretty surreal experience. Like, I went from working my full-time job and coming back home and like working my absolute ass off to get videos done, to now being able to call this my job. And I don't mean it like, oh, it's a 9 to 5, time to wake up and go to my job, but more or less like, I've been able to do what I love for about the last year. Like, I didn't drop my actual job until, I shouldn't even say that word. I hate how people like do that with the whole YouTube scene, is like they segregate it from being a real job. But for the sake of context, like my other job where I worked in retail, I finally worked my way off of that in about, I think it was March or April is my last day, if I remember correctly. But that was a huge moment for me, because I really didn't like grasp the whole situation until that moment of like, it's finally here. Like, everything that I've worked for is finally here. And like all the work for I now understand the life of being a vlogger. Apparently, my battery was completely exhausted, so about half of my recording actually went out and I didn't even realize it. But we are back today. It is currently 7:54 on November 1st. I don't know if you guys can actually see that. A dog wants down, so give me 2 seconds. But yeah, it is currently November 1st. This is the day of the flight to Salt Lake City. And honestly, I am really crunched on time. I actually intended to do like a full out like sit down video where I would just kind of like talk about my life and just introduce who I was. But unfortunately enough, I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to do that before this trip. So if I want to get this video out, this is gonna be the best it can be. But to go back to what we were talking about in the last part of this recording, I started doing YouTube full time around March or April. And that transition was definitely a scary period of time because honestly enough, you know, having a secure job and something that could possibly change in the next month, it definitely wasn't the most reassuring. But luckily, with the community that we've had and just like VR in general, it's been a blessing. And I would not take a single moment that I've had within this community for granted. It's been a really, really awesome opportunity, and it allows so much room for creativity and just fun content. And I've just been having a blast every single moment that I pop on that camera. What are you doing? What are you doing, dog? So much into that camera, aren't you little goober? You just love that camera, don't you? But yeah, currently I'm just rushing to get like everything together. I still have to get all of my stuff packed for this. My flight literally leaves at about 12 o'clock. It is currently about 8 in the morning, so we're like recording this video. I'm just trying to get this out as soon as possible. I need to get this like recorded, finished, and uploaded, and it's just like my mind right now is like literally everywhere. Going on this trip, it was a very last minute deal. So trying to piece everything together, get all my videos ready and whatever else and prepared for when I go on this trip, it's definitely been a bit stressful. But hopefully you guys do understand. I will be back to my normal schedule once I'm actually back from Salt Lake City. But as of the moment, there might be a little bit of space between uploads, so just bear with me for this like next week. But once I'm back home, I should be able to get back to my every other day or almost every day upload schedule. But yeah, I just wanted to sit down, talk to the camera, have a bit of a one-on-one because it's something that I haven't done in a really, really long time. And even just like with the camera, I talked about it in the beginning of this video, I've never sat down an actual like DSLR camera and talked to it. Like I've done live streaming before, but when it comes down to the actual like whole setup of just speaking to a camera and like that's it. This is completely new territory for me. So it's going to take a bit of learning for me to get used to. So like I said, bear with me when it comes down to this new style of content. But it's something that I definitely want to do more of. I feel like it's definitely a nice, it's a nice reality check every now and then. And a nice way to keep it personable on this channel. Instead of just like doing VR content entirely, maybe just spice it up like once a month. And just kind of like lay out like what's been going on, what my plans are, and just talking with you guys. But yeah, currently it's about 8 o'clock. I got 4 hours until my flight, so I gotta go and get my stuff packed. So this is gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, be sure to smash the motherfucking thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, so you guys can stay up to date with all the VR content we post. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be it from me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, keep it toasty, my friends. Laters.